batting eighth, and also a great weapon to have when your starting pitcher can bat leadoff and start the game with a home run like Shohei Ohtani did tonight, Adrian, tying Jock Peterson third most in franchise history in terms of leadoff home runs.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Shohei, the good thing I like about him is that he was ready to go. He gets a fastball up and in right here, and he is just ready to go from the get-go, and he gets the head out. Let me tell you, that is a deep part of the ballpark right there. Almost was raw, but we talked about in the pregame, he's been swinging the bat so well because he's staying square. He let that ball get real deep until the last second and then pulled the trigger. He didn't open up, and that's how he's able to cover that up and in fastball. Great mechanics, great swing, great result because of that.
I love the fact we call our shot. It was around 6:25. I'm sure Shohei Ohtani and the rest of the guys are watching us while they're getting stretched out before the game. And we talked about our called shot. I'll tell you what, Shohei Ohtani came through in a big way.
So now he's behind only Davey Lopes and his teammate Mookie Betts. Dodgers franchise history with leadoff home runs. I got a feeling he might climb pretty high on that list before he's done playing. But, Jerry, going back to Shohei Ohtani, the pitcher tonight, and you mentioned he didn't have his best stuff. He certainly didn't have his best command, but somehow he finds a way to navigate through 5 scoreless innings, made a huge pitch on Tatis to get out of a big jam to keep it scoreless.
And listen, when you go to the mound, and Clayton Kershaw's talked about this in the past. I know Sandy Koufax, Don Newcomb used to talk about it. You go out to the mound, sometimes you're just not going to have your best stuff. But your job is to give your team a chance to win that night. Go what you got. You know, as a golfer, you may not be hitting the driver well. Maybe put the driver down and make sure you get on the fairway and give yourself a chance. Well, that's what Shohei Ohtani did on the mound. Making sure, yeah, the first couple innings, they kind of worked him a little bit. Give the Padres credit. Fouled off some pitches, some tough pitches, kind of worked him over a little bit, but he bend but didn't break. And I thought this was the backbreaker for them. Bases loaded, Tatis Jr. is up, who can absolutely fly. He's going to be tough to double up. Mookie Betts does an outstanding job getting that ball and firing to Kim right away, and Kim does a great job turning the double play because, you know, Tatis Jr. is absolutely getting down that line. 6-4, 3 double play, and you saw the emotion. Shohei Ohtani knew that may have been his last pitch because 88 pitches may have seemed like 110 the way there were some stressful pitches there. So great job, Show. 5 strong innings to get the win.
Yeah, 5 great innings and just made the pitches when he needed to. He did battle through some at-bats, but he was able to execute and make those pitches come through. And that, I mean, that play by Mookie and Kim to get that double play was outstanding. That was a picture perfect, exactly how you want a middle infield to turn a double play to make that play happen. I mean, strong throws all the way around against a really fast runner. And you see Shohei, he knew how special that play was and how those guys were able to turn that. And that was a great pitch right there from him.
Mookie Betts has worked on his defense so much the last several years. Probably in the past, maybe 3 years ago, he gets that and tries to go over the top. You can't really do that when you have another guy like a Tatis who can fly. Where you field it, you throw from there. You can have confidence and throw from the side angle. You know, Tatis, the ball's hit to me. I got to be quick with it. See where he throws that sidearm throw right away to get it to Kim. And Kim, outstanding exchange to turn the double play. Another look at it. One step. Don't even really pivot. You fire from both feet that are planted. Give it to your second baseman. Allow it to turn. These guys do this all the time, every single day. Every day, these guys work extremely hard because in those situations, what do? Just react because you've done it so many times. So well done. 6-4, 3 double play. Listen, yeah. I get fired up about double plays. I say all the time.
We could do a whole segment on that play, how good they did it. I mean, that was just picturesque.
And I tell these guys, listen, we all love strikeouts, but as infielders, we want to play too. I say that all the time. We want to play. We want to do cool stuff as well. And Shohei Ohtani inducing the double play, that was so well done.
Dodgers are going to have a very happy flight to Milwaukee tomorrow. They'll enjoy tonight in San Diego before they head to Milwaukee tomorrow afternoon. Right now, let's go back to the booth, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser.
Well, Ohtani starts this game with a home run on the very first pitch. He goes 5 scoreless innings, and the bullpen a second night in a row of scoreless relief. Dodgers take this series.
Yeah, Shohei's hitting was easier for him than his pitching, but he was still immaculate in both the home run and then throwing the shutout innings. But he had to grind it out, and I'm glad there's an off day tomorrow for everybody.
And they head to Milwaukee for another tough series with the first-place team in the Brewers.
Yeah, Robo's on his game, Sasaki's on his game, Yamamoto's going in the third one, and this pitching staff's on a roll. So they have great 3 starters going, and they got a great bullpen behind them.
All right, Dodgers come back from losing the first game here in San Diego to win the series, the first one this year against the Padres.
Here's what's ahead on the calendar. Dodgers are off tomorrow. They'll travel to Milwaukee. A weekend NLCS rematch with the Brewers, who are red hot right now. Next Monday, the Dodgers back home to host the Rockies. Saturday's game on Fox, all others on Sportsnet LA. You don't see this much emotion. Moment of the game, we've got to go Access 360, Adrian, on Shohei's leadoff bomb.
Let's go Access 360. We talked about his mechanics and how he's getting his foot down early. But first pitch of the game right here, ready to go. Up and in fastball. He's able to put his foot down early, get his hands back, and then fire them. Right there, you can see him fire those hands, stay on top of that baseball, stay behind it. You see his shoulder lean right there. 111 miles an hour off the bat, 39 degrees. And I know it says 405, but at Petco, the way the ball hangs, that ball was hit like 440. Only traveled 405, right? But it was hit about 440 somewhere else. And just a great job right there, giving himself run support and getting the Dodgers on the board after one pitch.
I like the dual action. Yeah. Carl's Jr. moment of the game and Access 360. It's almost like they're combined Shohei Ohtani, pitcher and hitter. Dude, well done.
Dodgers, well done for them. 4-0 shutout win over the Padres. Let's hear from Dave Roberts right now with Kirsten and the media.
Well, Dave, first just with Shohei Ohtani tonight, what were you seeing from him as he navigated through 5 innings? Did it feel like it was a grind, but also just how he was able to do it?
I thought it was a little bit of a grind in the sense that I don't think he felt his best. I think in that 3rd or 4th inning, you can see kind of him putting the governor on his fastball and just managing it and then reaching back for more when he needed to. So I don't think he had his best stuff tonight, but, he found a way to, get big outs when he needed to. Got that fielder's choice, to hold the runner at third base right there. Got a big double play. It was good. And, 5 innings, the pitch count got up there, and I felt that was all he had to give us tonight.
When he hands it off to the bullpen, who has been as excellent as they are right now, I mean, just how do you kind of describe what the group has been able to do, not only in this series, but really in the last week of games?
They stepped up. They came up big, and, obviously, not having Diaz here, guys are kind of in different roles, and they've responded really well. It's a tough place to pitch as far as, this environment, but they all responded well, and they did a great job preventing runs.
What did you mean by feeling his best? Was he not feeling best with the way the pitches were coming out of his hand, or was he maybe not feeling great physically?
I think today, I don't know. I just kind of, just saw the overall body. It just didn't seem like he had as much, reserve or stuff to work with today, so I really can't pinpoint it, but he just wasn't letting it rip as early for as long and consistently as we've seen in other outings, but he still has a way to use other pitches, sequence, and still get guys out.
Dodgers get a series win over the Padres and 8 strikeouts tonight. That means tomorrow you can go to Jack in the Box on the Dodgers off day. Get a free Jumbo Jack with the purchase of a large drink at an LA area location. Tonight, Shohei Ohtani had 4 strikeouts, and then 4 relievers recorded a strikeout each to get to 8. And speaking of those 4 relievers, Edgardo Enriquez, Blake Trinan, Kyle Hurt, Will Klein putting up zeros over the course of their 4 innings, and nobody threw more than 12 pitches. Very efficient, did not walk anybody. And now for that Dodgers bullpen, Adrian, 8 straight games without allowing a run. They've gone 29 consecutive scoreless innings. Just incredible what this group of guys has been able to do.
They have just been incredible. I mean, the way they've attacked the hitters, the way that they each have their own repertoire, but they all trust their abilities. They go after them. We talked about 12 pitches at the most per guy today. That means they're efficient, they're attacking, and that's all you want out of your bullpen, because bullpen arms have great stuff. So if they just attack and they don't fall behind and they get ahead and then they use their put away stuff, that's what they're supposed to do, and they've just been phenomenal. I mean, just the way they've been attacking, like you said, credit to Bardo, credit to Mark Pryor, and everything they've been doing. I mean, it's so much fun to watch these guys.
Yeah, listen, we're a big market team. Everybody knows that. Nobody's going to give the Dodgers praise, but how about the development of our young guys? Hurts, we developed him. Klein, we really got him and developed him. He has been outstanding. We saw what he did in the postseason. How about Enriquez? How about him coming in? I know he had that 100 mile an hour, 102 at times. Now he's got a nice slider to go along with it. He is confident, pumping strikes. We have veteran guys. Tanner Scott has turned the corner. He's really solidified that bullpen. He got key outs last night. When you're developing while you're winning, that is the key to success right there.
Dodgers 4-0 over the Padres. Shohei Ohtani picks up his 4th win of the season on the mound and hits his 8th home run. And right now he's speaking with Kirsten and the media.
Shohei, when you look at how you were able to grind through these 5 innings of work today, how did you find you felt on the mound and navigating through their lineup?
調子は良くなかったと思いますけども、5回投げ切れて相手の打線の印象とかどう抑えたんですかと。
そうですね。今日までの1週間もあんまり投げ心地が良くなく入ってきてちょっと不安な感じはありましたけど、結果的に勝てては良かったですし、内容的にはやっぱりそこまで良くはなかったのかなと思ってます。
Yeah, a lot of uncertainty coming into this outing because the feel wasn't great. And so the results were good, but as you saw, the process wasn't that great.
When it comes to that uncertainty, where do you think that came from? Was it something you felt during his bullpen ahead of the game, or was that something you felt just coming into the start in general?
ちょっと不安だったところっていうのは要素はどこでした？
投げ心地自体がそんなに良くなかったので、やっぱ自分の中のパフォーマンスのレベルとして高いものが出せるかどうかっていうのが一番しっくりこってきてなかったかなと思います。
Just overall feel, I have a pretty high standard in terms of performance, so it didn't really match.
Shohei, we saw a lot of emotion out of you after you got Tatis to ground into that double play to end the 5th inning. Where did that all come from, and was that a peak to how much competitive spirit you have inside of you?
ダブルプレーで感情を見せたんですけども、そういう感情を見せる場面っていうのはすごい試合のピークでしたか？
そうですね。結果的にダブルプレーになりましたけど、その前のフォアボールがやっぱり一番良くなかったですし、あの回の入り自体もそこまですっきりするものではなかったので、結果的には良かったですけどね。そこまでに至るまでがあんまり良くなかったなと思ってます。
I love the results, but I walked the guy before, and that wasn't quite exactly what I wanted to do there. So, just the results were good.